All right, guys, I'm back from breakfast, and it's Ray's Landscaping. Just got done eating breakfast. Headed back to the house to pick up the bobcat, and we're going to be doing some brush cutting and clearing today. Solo, top pay too, you know. Not just top pay because it's a bobcat and it's doing work, though that is most of it. Top pay because I have zero expenses. Zero, just fuel, man. I'll put $40 in the fuel of the bobcat and fill it all the way up. Throw about $10 in this truck. You know, usually I fill it up, but when I think of expenses for the day, I think of what it costs me to take the bobcat to where I'm going to take it to. And at the end of the day, today, it's going to cost me about $10 in fuel, even in this big truck, you know, because that's only about 5 miles from my house, you know. So, yeah. So the expenses are down big time. As I've gotten, you know, more and more into this off season, man, I'm really learning a lot, and you guys are helping me a lot, man. Very grateful and appreciative for all the new subscribers, for looking at my videos, all the comments. All right, man. You know, I guess that's why I do the videos. You know, I just want people to see the struggle. You know. Another thing too about the videos, I learn a lot from my own videos. So I learn how to, you know, critique myself and stuff, you know, and I learn and I see my thought process. So yeah, it's eye-opening for sure. So as I've gotten, like I'm saying, as I've gotten into the business longer and longer and longer, you know, I've learned how to keep my expenses way down, man. I mean, way down, where it's like, you know, chump change compared to what it is in the summertime. In the summertime, when during the summertime, when I'm running 2 trucks and I add the labor in, the fuel in, and everything, hell, the business has got to be. I mean, when I add all the expenses in for each day, you're probably talking about $300 a day. That's what it. That's about what my expenses are on an average day during the summer. Of course, during the summer, you're making a whole lot more too, and it might not be quite $300 a day. You know. I'd say it's a solid $250 every day if you had to do an average, you know. And out of that $250, you know, so in other words, it takes me $250 to make about $900 or $1,000, somewhere around in there, give or take. Now, during the wintertime, though I'm not working every day, I don't have any expenses. It don't cost me nothing, hardly, you know. I mean, there's expenses in everything that you do. I mean, every occupation. It costs so much for even somebody to go to an office job or to a warehouse job or whatever. It's costing you something per day, just the mere survival, you know. So, you know, that's, I mean, you can't get away from that. Can't change that, you know. So just mere survival now in general costs something every day. So I try to make sure that during the winter my expenses are so low that I don't have to generate you know, $1,000 a day or $900 a day or whatever. I don't know, you know, but I know that during the winter, This is the first full winter that I've had the bobcat. Now, I had it last winter, but man, I was so such a rookie with it, and I didn't really have a safe way to haul it, you know, other than my dump trailer, which would work. But you know, and it did work until I made enough money to where I could buy the Gatormate trailer. Now, you know, it's balls to the wall. I mean, it's like, man, I can haul the thing anywhere, take it anywhere, and haul the attachments and everything, and not be so sketchy, you know. Of course, I had to pay for that, you know. A lot of people might have just kept running with the dump trailer, and there ain't nothing wrong with that, I don't guess. I mean, it's legal, I guess. But I was not very comfortable putting the bobcat up on my dump trailer every time I wanted to use it. And so that made me not chase work. That made me not, you know, look for work, really, you know. So anyway, I'm fixing to pull back up to the house. I'm gonna load the machine up, and I'll get a little time lapse of everything that I'm doing today. Try to you know, put some good content out, you know. Anyway, this is Ray, and I'll catch up with you guys. Hey guys, Ray's Landscaping. So I'm over here where I was at the other day. We're going to take out this middle section here. I'm going to do a time lapse, but you can see all of this. It's got to go from this side, this little roadway here, to that little roadway over there. I'm going to put you in one of these little trees right here and let y'all kind of see what this thing can do on a time lapse. Okay, this is Ray, and I got you, man. Time lapse coming. Okay, y'all, so what I've done, it's probably taken about an hour, and keep in mind I am pulling these things up, so it's always something. Anyway, so minding my own business, and I'm, you know, just pulling these out, and I done busted a hydraulic line. It just seems like, man, there's always something, you know, on these damn, on this bobcat. Not on the bobcat, but just in general, man. Apparently a branch went up in there and hit my damn hydraulic hose right there where it goes into the, you see the damn thing stuck in it right there. So I'm gonna have to, well, it's a given I'm not gonna be able to keep doing it. It probably busted the hose too, right there at the fitting. So yeah, I can't even really tell from right here. Anyway, yeah, man. This is about all I plan on doing today anyway. I'm gonna I'm gonna use the bucket here to kind of push all the rest of this up. I'm not gonna take any more down, and I'm just not gonna turn on the auxiliary hydros. You know, and I get home, I'll look at it. Now I know I can fix that, y'all. That will not be going to no shop. So I have taken that damn thing apart. I replaced the cylinders on it one time, so. But here it is. This is probably about an hour and 15 minutes right here, so. Yeah. So anyway, you know, it's always something. It's okay, because you can make enough money with the Bobcat to overcome just about anything, man, other than a new machine. You can just about overcome anything. So yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna go over here and yeah. So I'm gonna push this up real quick best I can, and you know, that's ugly right there though, y'all. Damn. And I got another hydraulic line and all, so I'll have to fix that. It's just another, I might just have to tighten it up, but I kind of doubt it, you know. Anyway, this is Ray, and I'm signing off. Hey, it's Ray's Landscaping. So you guys saw the grapple bucket. Well, the grapple bucket had a hydraulic hose. I believe it bent one of the fittings going into the one of the cylinders. That's something I can fix. I don't think that this bucket right here, and by the way, I have quite a few attachments for the Bobcat, probably about 8 or so. I got this bucket right here. This is called a stump grapple bucket. And then, of course, the one on the machine now is just the MLT brush cutter. I mean MTL brush cutter. So yeah, I am actually really gonna just take the brush cutter over there. I think I pretty much pulled out all the ones that I could pull out, but I kind of want to dress it up a little bit over there where I was just at before I leave. But this is what I do when I'm on a job, you know, and I have attachments and stuff. Like you guys, I think I said the other night in the video, I'll put these attachments up in the woods, or I'll hide them to where, you know, it would take a lot for somebody to come and steal this attachment, you know, if they don't have a Bobcat. So because by the time you got a truck down in here, oh my God, you're gonna tear something up, and you definitely are not gonna pick it up with your hands. A four-wheeler probably wouldn't get it either. Anyway, it'd be work. So we're gonna take this over there, and we're gonna try to clean up that a little bit. I'm not gonna finish today because well, it's the day after Christmas, man. I don't feel like it. So it's part of being self-employed, I guess. Anyway, this is Ray, and I'll get some footage over there of this thing running. See ya. You know, I'm so young in the skid steer game that I don't know a lot of things I probably need to know. Anyway, I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna work on my eat a little lunch, and I'm gonna work on my damn bucket, the grapple bucket, and see what I got to do to get that fixed. Anyway, this is Ray, and I'll catch up with you.